The driving force behind making Yesterday a compelling and authentic drama is the film's writer and director Darrell Roodt. Film South Africa caught up with Roodt celebrating 10 years since the film's release, and he hoped that the film would still inspire others to fight against AIDS.
Well, I'd worked with Laletti as a young lady in Sarafina. She was Sarafina, so she was amazing. So when I wrote this, I wrote it for Laletti because I was aware of her abilities, and yeah, she brought that poignancy, that craft that she's really, she knows how to turn on in oodles, and in a better world she'd have gotten an Academy Award nomination and maybe won it because it's a beautiful performance. Some people criticize it because it wasn't the truth about the AIDS crisis, and it was never meant to be. It was a story about an individual, and her story was meant to illuminate a bigger crisis and a greater story, so I think it was misread a lot, but I still think it has powerful resonance because, as I say, it crops up on TV every now and then, and people really dig it. They teach it in film schools, The sad thing about, I think, the legacy of a film like Yesterday is that it hasn't, more films like it haven't been made, and I find that kind of disconcerting. Even myself, I've strayed away from making those kind of socially conscious films, and I wonder why, because you can tell a very interesting story with a very powerful message. So why don't we do it more often instead of doing these untold gangster stories or Afrikaans love stories or the rubbish we're making at the moment,